Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, guys. If this is your first time visiting my page, please hit the subscription button and then do the bell to get notifications anytime when I'm live or when I post a new video. How we all doing today? Everybody doing good? What are our plans for today? What healthy lifestyle skills? What healthy lifestyle skills do we have as plans today? Guys, we are making an amazing recipe of shrimp steak. An amazing recipe on shrimp fries. This is my mixture, my seasoning. I use that. A little bit of paprika. Some Maggi. Guys, like and share the video. Like and share, everybody. If it's your first time, please hit the subscription button and then you do the bell to get notifications anytime when I'm live or when I post a new video. Then we mix it very well. Because this recipe is mostly for kids today, I don't usually set it aside for it to marinate. I just go ahead and start deep frying it in oil. Usually I would chop some garlic and just put it in there for it to give a very good aroma to the shrimp when I make it. You know how much rich onions and garlic are with antioxidants. It has those antibiotic properties, so it's good to always incorporate with your meals when you're cooking. It really boosts up your immune system so strongly. It helps fight off those viruses. I love garlic. Garlic is very rich in antioxidants property. Like and share the video, everybody. Again, if it's your first time, hit the subscription button and then do the bell to get notifications anytime when I'm live or when I post a new video. Like and share, everybody. I have some garlic right into my hot oil I go, just so I can get a very good aroma flavor from it. The whole aroma of it is like, oh my god, I can't wait to start eating this. Once my oil is well caramelized, and then go ahead and start frying the shrimp. This is so lovely. Like the videos, everybody. Please like and share. Someone is about to report. Like and share, everybody. Like. Like everybody. Can someone please like the video? We have to learn how to cook from home versus buying on the streets. We have to learn how to stay away from high greasy food, high cholesterol food, and high sodium food. We have to learn how to eat warm food warm and cold food warm and cold food cold. We have to learn that in 24 hours, we need at least 8 hours of sleep. At least 8 to 6 hours of sleep we need in 24 hours. We gotta know that it is good for us to practice a healthy lifestyle, because life without health is insignificant. It's like you driving to an island of nowhere. So guys, if you care so much about the future, you gotta start planning now and be more professional you know, be someone of a stronger will. Set those goals, plan on it, work hard on it, be consistent so as to arrive at your results tomorrow. Like and share the videos, everybody. If you care about your lungs, guys, quit smoking. Quit smoking. Oftentimes we're hearing people, you know, being sick of lung cancer, and the number one cause of it is smoking. Guys, please, if you care so much about your lungs, quit smoking. Quit smoking. And alcohol also is a deadly disease. I know when we take a glass of it, we feel high, we feel okay, but do you think about the consequence of it? No, I don't think so. When you get alcohol, that's how it disrupts your brain, and you're not able to concentrate, you're not able to focus, you know. And that's also why they always say, if you drink, please avoid being behind the wheel, because there is no point you can save yourself or save the life of others if you're driving under the influence. So guys, those bad practices, those addictive behaviors, we have to quit. We have to set them far. It shouldn't be part of our daily lives. It shouldn't be something that we should be thinking of doing again in 2026. Again, we have to learn to eat in moderation, because anything in excess is an addiction problem. Anything in excess is a problem to our body. So remember, as I've always said, if you're drinking too much, you know you're putting your kidneys and other organs at risk. If you you know, not getting enough sleep, you're keeping your brain at risk. If you're eating too much of sugar, not only are you jeopardizing your heart as well, but you're also jeopardizing your pancreas, because the more sugar and salt intake you go, the next thing that follows is the more amount of water that you need to be drinking to neutralize your system. Guys, please like this video. Like and share the video, everybody. Let your auntie, brother, sister, friend know that Mess Chef Cook is live. Let them come grab a free healthy lifestyle practices goals. My classes or my live session is free. You don't need to pre-register. It's free skills that I'm offering. We need to set nice goals, nice healthy goals for 2026 and work on it. If you have plans, if you set goals, you don't have plans, you eventually plan to fail. Guys, like and share the video, everybody. Let your friends, brother, sister, uncle know that I'm live. It's good to eat shrimp, fish, and white meat versus eating red meat, because red meat is high in cholesterol, it's high in fat, and you know, the more fat you get in your body, the more system you put in yourself at risk, the more you put in your system at risk, and the end result is you start having ailments, you start having complications. You gotta say bye-bye to all those bad poor habits and look forward for a more healthy habit come 2026. So this is the time that you have to start laying down those healthy lifestyle practices goals and working on them. Oftentimes we hear people say, I can eat what I want, or I will do what I want, that's my life. Yes, you can do that. You can only control your life. No one can come after you, but it's only you again that can come back to see if your lifestyle is what you really want to continue on, or do you want to leave it and look forward for a more healthy lifestyle practices. Because the more bad behaviors you practice, the more you know, the more chances is that you're putting yourself at risk for more troubles, more issues, more ailments. And at the future, you'll be the one running around for healthcare. So, guys, this is the time for you to set those healthy lifestyle practices goals and start working on. Like and share the video, everybody. If this is your first time visiting my page, I strongly recommend you to hit the subscription button, then do the bell to get notifications anytime when I'm live or when I post a new video. It's good to eat, again, as I said, white meat, fish, and shrimp. Eat some eggs. Those are healthy protein stuff, rather than staying in with red meat, because red meat is high in cholesterol. Red meat is high in, fat. Red meat is high in other things than white meat. The number one source of protein, highly good for a good lifestyle practices, is fish. After fish, you can start looking into shrimps. So guys, if you care so much about your life, you care so much about your future, the time for you to start working on it, it's now. So that come 2026, you already had that goal that was set up, you already had enough plans that you've had on your page, and you already have enough, enough interventions that you're gonna be doing to keep that goals working and, going ahead. So I made some nice shrimp, guys. This is very healthy. No fat, no cholesterol. You eat this with your meals. If I had scrambled other vegetables on it to make it like fish shrimp fry, it would be perfect to serve this with some rice, with some plantains, or just eating it like that as vegetable, because this already is high in protein and it's a very good source of a balanced diet. Guys, like and share the video by PPE. Like and share. How many of us have goals of today? What are your goals? Remember, when we talk about goals, we don't mean to set goals that are long term. You can set goals that are daily goals, and then you work on them. Meaning each time that you get up in the morning, you get out of bed with that strong positive attitude and say, okay, today is my day. No alcohol. You work on that. That was a goal that you've set. That's a goal that you're working on it. You can get up the next day and say, today I'm not gonna eat anything that is, anything that is high in sodium. That's a goal that you've set up. You can plan on it, you work on it, and see how better your life is gonna look like. You can decide today and say, oh, I'm not gonna stay up late. By 8 o'clock, 9 p.m., I should be in bed. I need to get that 8 amount of sleep. Try that and see how much you can function the next day. We need these things to be, we need to put this thing always on our daily routine and work on if we really want to enjoy life tomorrow. Because again, as I've said, life without health is totally insignificant, has no importance, has no value for you. Like and share the video, everybody. Like. Yes, again, as I've always said on my video, the more sugar you take, the more sodium you take, the next thing that follows is water. And the more amount of water that you're drinking, the greater your blood pressure you're adding up, and the greater the blood volume you're adding up, and eventually the pressure too may turn to rise. And when you have all those things and you're not able to eject, your heart is not able to pump that amount of volume at once, you may end up with a condition which is caused as a result of the excess sugar that you've had in the past and the excess amount of sodium that you've had in the past. Again, having these two things together, the next organ that can follow is always your kidney, because the more amount of volume of water that you drink, if you're not able to excrete that, to excrete the excess of it, either in the form of sweat, or in the form of peeing, or in the form of disease, or in the form of exhalation, like when you expire your air, the vapor that comes out, that's still moisture, it's still water. If you're not able to excrete those excesses through those other routes, the main route that's usually, excrete those things, which is what? Your kidneys. It's gonna be a problem for you. So drinking too much amount of water after ingesting that too much amount of sodium and cholesterol, too much amount of sodium and sugar, you also jeopardizing your kidneys. And if those two organs, if your kidneys are not in good health, if your heart is not in good health, I bet you, obviously, your life is really, really in jeopardy. So we gotta be thinking about that all the time. We have to be asking ourselves this question: what is it that I'm eating? How is it gonna help me? Is it gonna be detrimental to my life, to my body organs in the nearest future? Or is it gonna make me to be more safer? Or is it gonna make me to be more functional? So guys, think about this. Don't let any ailment befall you when you think you would have really prevented it. Like and share the video, someone. Can we let your friends know that I'm live? Again, if it's your first time visiting my platform, hit the subscription button and then do the bell to get notifications anytime when I'm live or when I post a new video. Like everybody. Like and share. Like and share, everybody. Oftentimes we see some people, we say, you see people, they say they have cognitive problem. So don't judge them. Don't feel that it's because they were not getting that amount of sleep that makes them to be, to be a little bit cognitive impaired. It's not only that. They have other things. It might just be natural, that was their own natural process of, health decline. Sometimes it could be that you were probably doing certain things that you could have avoided them, but because you did not know that things like that will cause problems to your health tomorrow. Because sometimes when you look at people that have a little bit of, mild cognitive problem, because at that point they're still very functional. If you ask them, what did you do for a living? I bet you 60% of the people, they tell you, yes, I was a bakery. Every 3 o'clock at night, I was already up, prepping myself for the morning. So they were not even getting that amount of sleep at all. So if you can think about it, if they were going to bed every day by, let me say 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., and then by 3 a.m., they're already up in the morning. Do the math and tell me how many amount of sleep they were getting. So again, do not be judgmental. It could have just been their natural own process of health decline. Unlike another person where if they had this idea, had this notion, they should have, done something to prevent this from happening to them. So get these tips, work on it. Sometimes you feel some people having, again, mental problem. It's not because, because they were bakeries, or they were working in the bakeries, or they were bakers, or because they were probably, not taking good care of themselves. Sometimes it could just be because of other ailment that attributed them to end up with that kind of a brain dysfunction. For example, when some people have strokes, if they lack the amount of oxygen that they needed at a particular time to nourish their brain, if their brain or that particular section of the brain is deprived from that amount of blood flow at a particular time, the nerves around that area could have been damaged, and that could be the reason why some of them had that mental decline problems. So it could have been also that, they were just, ingesting all kinds of substances without knowing their effects. And that's how it leads to the degeneration of some of the neurons in their brains. And The resultant effect was them having, that a little bit of mental alternation. Like and share the video, everybody. So we have to be very careful of whatever we're doing in life. We have to be very mindful of ourselves. We have to be very cautious of whatever we're doing. We have to take precautions. Again, if you like something if you like your intestines, guys, avoid too much cold food, because too much cold food is not good for the stomach. And that's why oftentimes,
Mama,
if you like, let me say, if you have any form of animal that you if you have any form of animal that you're trying to like prepare it for a meal, when you're doing the cutting the parts, if you're cutting the parts up, you will see that the once as you get a particular body part cut off, it's gonna look warm, just as the stomach. So that's why they always say avoid excessive cold food if you love your stomach. Always make sure that you eat something that is warm, because that's how your stomach content is supposed to be, or that's how it looks. It's warm, it's not cold. So excessive cold food, ice cream, if you eat it too much, you're like killing your intestines, you're not helping it. And tomorrow you gotta hear people say they have ulcers. What was the cost of it? They just did not know that that could be it. Or maybe again, it could have just been their own natural process of health decline. Don't judge people when you hear their condition. So don't run into that conclusion that I'm saying that it is that. They had their own natural process of health decline. So just put that in your mind, and try to avoid things like that from happening from you. Excessive greasy food, as I've always said, that too much greasy food will turns to build up in your system. Try to narrow down the passage of your veins, or it narrows down the passage of your blood flow through your veins and your arteries. And when it builds up around those areas, a little plaque of it, when it breaks and falls off in your system, meaning your circulatory system, as the blood is moving along with that breaking part, if it gets to a particular place that was so narrow with the too much grease, you know what, it's gonna get blocked. And once as it get blocked, the other side of your body will not be having circulation for that length of time, until something has to go in like a stent to open it up so that blood flow can continue to go. So think about it. If that happens to you and you're not able to have that immediate health, if you're not able to have that immediate immediate medical checkup, what can result to you in a few minutes or in a few hours from there? Some people can develop stroke. So that's why it's always good to try to stay away from excessive greasy food as much as we can, because you don't want your arteries and veins to narrow down. You don't want them to be blocked, because again, excessive greasy food doesn't only affect your arteries and veins, but it can also go ahead to affect your liver, and you end up hearing of cirrhosis of the liver, or fatty liver, as they commonly say. So guys, alcohol also can cause that. Drinking too much of alcohol can damage your liver severely, guys. So you gotta be very careful of whatever we ingesting. Think about 2026. Make it like your year of healthy lifestyle practices. Set those goals again now and start working on it. If you fail to set goals, obviously you will set goals in the future to fail. So this is a time for you to set any future goals and start working on it. Set those goals, start making those plans right away, and again, be consistent with those plans, because you can only achieve those goals or have a good outcome if you were very, very consistent with a plan of care that you have for yourself. So guys, It was a pleasure having you guys again today on my platform. And until I meet you guys again, you guys really be good. Think about healthy lifestyle practices. Drink a cup of water versus getting a glass of wine. Having a good amount of sleep in 8 hours. Having a good amount of sleep in 24 hours, which psychologists usually recommend between 6 to 8 hours in 24 hours. Avoid excessive cold foods. Avoid excessive sodium, sugar, and greasy food. And above all, stay healthy. Thank you, my PP, for being with me again today. And until our next video, you all really be well. You all really be good.